Welcome, everybody. This is Steve. This is Set for Life, and I'm so glad that you joined me today. Why Set for Life? Well, because we all want to be set for life. We want to really live. Why would else would we get up in the morning if we didn't want to have a good day, right? So we're seeking after what it looks like to really, truly live. Jesus said, I have come that you might have life and have it to the full. That's what I want. And I hope that that's what you want too. So thanks for getting on here. Thanks for joining me today and committing to do this on a daily basis. Here's the thing. We want to get better. We want our world to change. Our walk needs to change. We want our community around us to change. Our character needs to change. That's just the way it goes. If we want things to start looking up, we need to start leveling up. That's how else are things going to get better unless we look inward first? That's what needs to happen. So that's why we're doing what we're doing. Hey, I had a great day. I did. I had a wonderful day hanging around with my wife. Amy's music recital was today, and she's been working with anywhere from 12 to 14 students plus a couple ensembles all year long. And they had their recital today, and I helped out with that and sang with it, and sang with some of the groups, and got to be able to perform. So that was kind of cool. And yeah, you know what? There was a couple things that stuck out to me in my time there. It was that the kids, since I'm not teaching at where she's teaching anymore, I haven't seen some of these kids for the whole year, right? And so the last time I saw them was when they were in the recital last year, and marked improvement. Like, I was like shocked at some of them. They're like, "Oh my gosh, she's actually singing out this time," and "Oh my goodness, what could." Some of the piano players were like playing stuff with. I was like, "Wow, good stuff." So, when you don't see the work being put in, you don't notice the change for that period of time, and it was a big difference. And some of those people were doing really well. And I asked Amy, how were things going, and she asked me what I thought, and she said, yeah, we've been putting in specific rehearsals for just knowing how to present the piece that they're doing to the audience, and how to react just in case they made a mistake in the song that they were playing, knowing how to keep going, right? So they specifically rehearsed those type of things so that they would be able to perform well in the recital, and they did a great job. And I was thinking about it, I'm like, well, that's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. If we want to see marked improvement in our life, if we want to be able to be prepared to speak what we believe and be able to have the right words to say, we need to be prepared. That kind of prepared, where they're doing months and months and months of preparation just to be prepared for this recital. And I'm like, we need to be doing that in our walk. Absolutely. I mean, think about it. Who goes to a music store and says, oh, this is kind of cool stuff that we got going on here. You know what? I'm going to learn to play the saxophone. Okay, so he picks out the saxophone, decides to play the saxophone, and then commits to going once a week to a webinar where he watches someone show them how to use the saxophone for an hour. And that's it. How good is that guy going to get? Like, how good is he going to get at his saxophone if he doesn't do any practice on his own? If he's not doing, and if he really wants to commit to playing well, he's probably going to need to practice every day. Right? And aren't we the same way? I mean, we think that we can choose to have a to-do list where we check things off and we're getting all of our stuff done and we're living life and we're like, well, I got this, and this to do today, and I'm running after X, Y, and Z, and we don't carve out the time to work on our faith walk. We don't work out our time to work on our relationship with God. We're satisfied with just going, you know what, I'm going to show up on Sunday and have someone tell me how I'm supposed to do these things, and then kind of stick it in my brain and go, yep, okay, I got it. I know how I'm supposed to live. And then for 6.5 days for the rest of the week, I'm doing the best that I can to apply those truths that I heard for an hour once a week. How do you think we're going to get better doing that? We're not going to be masters at our instrument. There's no startup, business startup that ever gets started up just by saying, well, I might commit to an hour or two a week. And I think it might get off the ground, right? If someone is trying to get in shape, they might get in shape by exercising once a week. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We have to be practicing, rehearsing, drilling, training. We talked about transformation. That's what this is all about. And we have to be able to commit to saying, if this is really what I want, if I want my world to get better, my walk needs to get better. I need to do this on a daily basis. If I want my relationships to get better, my relationship with God needs to get better. It just does. And it doesn't happen by going once a week or twice a week or saying I'll do it whenever I have time or praying 5 minutes a day. Praying 5 minutes a day is a great start. But then let's keep adding to it, right? We should be praying without ceasing. We should be getting into the Word on a daily basis. We should be constantly seeking after the things that would give us the knowledge necessary to start changing our attitudes and our thoughts and seeking after the truth that we want to seek after. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense that if we want to see marked improvement, we need to commit to doing this on a daily basis. That's why I'm doing this every day. Every day. So join me every day. Get on here. We'll talk about something. We'll try to apply it. We'll try to see what it might look like. We'll get into the Word, and we'll get better together. We'll get better together. And when that happens, our world gets better. So, guys, I hope that encourages you. I hope that that's something that you want to seek after as well. Hey, let's do this. Let's commit to this. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow. Blessings.